You here for this session on engagement and mobilization of African immigrants in the immigrant rights movement. We actually just spent about the last 3 or 4 hours together down upstairs, I guess, thinking a little bit more about these issues, and so hope to bring some of the dynamism of that conversation to this more public session as well. Immigration is an issue that's on many people's minds, particularly given all of the politics that have been happening nationally, the president's executive action, the way in which it's stalled, the way in which so many families' lives are threatened by deportation, separation, etc. But one thing that's been very clear as you think about immigration in the United States is that a very significant part of our immigrant population often gets left off the table. It is a little-known fact that about 8.5% of people who identify as being black in the United States are immigrants, and that a large share as well of immigrants are black. And one of the things that we think is important is that the invisibility of this community needs to be removed, and people need to be able to understand the important trends that are going on, the data, the information, and also the organizing that's going on, including organizing that's linking African Americans and African immigrants. And so we're absolutely delighted to be able to host this event today, along with the Black Immigration Network. I'm going to introduce the guiding questions. Actually, rather than leading over, let me see if this works. Is this mic okay? Okay. Yeah, I feel much more relaxed. The guiding questions for today's session really are first descriptive. What does this African immigrant community look like? What's its size? What's its demographic characteristics? How is its experience different than other immigrant communities? The second guiding question for today is, why is it important to bring an African immigrant frame to both the immigrant rights movement and to the racial justice movement? For some of us in the know, it's no surprise that so many of the leaders, for example, of the Black Lives Matter movement, turn out to be black immigrants. What's that intersection that's really helping to inform the organizing in crucial ways? Now, once we know about that, how do we think about integrating that with the rest of the immigrant rights movement, and also what is the role of philanthropy in helping us move forward? So those are the issues we'll explore. And I want to give a couple of thanks as we get going. The funding for this event and for the research that led to it came from the Haas Junior Fund and the James Irvine Foundation. And we also want to particularly thank our co-organizer for this event and the event that was before, Nunu Kadane from the Priority Africa Network. And Nunu, can you stand up so we can thoroughly recognize you? And I also want to thank my staff at the Center for the Study of Immigrant Integration for all the work they put into this event. There's probably about 18 of them here, but if you could all please stand up so we can welcome you. And thank you as well. Great. So I really can't think of a more stellar crew than the folks who are going to talk to us today. The first person